Read 'em and weep.
No.
Literally. Tears, crying over the triple-digit heat, and it feels even hotter. My goodness. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Christina Watkins.
Yeah, I'm Jesse Pagan. The conditions are so extreme. Our meteorologists have declared today a severe weather warning day. And we've got reporters across Central Florida covering the impact the heat is having on you and your family.
But we want to start with the most accurate weather team right here in Central Florida. We've got First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi and meteorologist Cam Tran here kicking up our coverage. I'm looking at these temperatures, guys, and it is just dangerous.
You know, it's going to probably wind up being the hottest day of the year, guys. Cam, you and I were just looking at the radar. There are one or two cooling storms out there, but most of us in triple digits right now.
We saw the heat index climate has 120 this afternoon in New Smyrna Beach. So it's not just inland areas that are really suffering from this heat. It's folks along the coastlines as well, Tony.
Yeah, you're going to check in with Eric here in just a couple minutes. He's also seeing how this heat is impacting everybody, all walks of life, all different types of industries. But as we just mentioned at the top, severe weather warning day because of that heat, 110, 115 plus in a couple of areas. And this is going to be in effect now until 7 o'clock tonight. Excessive heat warnings. We talked about this yesterday. In the history of the National Weather Service over in Melbourne, they've only issued 5. Brevard County, by the way, is in a heat advisory. The high temperatures thus far today, no 100s, at least at the airports. Many triple digits, though, as we take a look at some of those sensors in and around Central Florida. Here's a perfect example. Look at the villages. Leesburg, some of the sensors there, 100 to 102 degrees. We jump a little bit to the south. Astatula, back towards Maitland. Eustis, 100, 101 degrees. And then down to the south, Kenansville, some of the reporting sites down there coming in at about 100 degrees. What about the feels-like temperatures? You heard Cam talking about near 120. Boom! New Smyrna Beach, 119. Altoona, 109. The Villages, 115 to 120. Webster, 118. Winter Garden has been awfully hot. We don't think it's 126. We think it's closer to 116. Kissimmee, 104. And then down to the south, 100, 95, and 103. I want to toss it over to Cam. She's going to explain why we are getting so hot. What are those conditions, Cam?
That's right. Not only the why, but why is it so prolonged? It's about 2 factors, the temperature and the moisture. So let's start first with the temperatures. The reason why it's been so hot is we're under what's called a heat dome. So essentially an area high pressure that's not budging. It's almost like turning on the oven and then closing the door and just cranking up that heat. And that's what we're under right now. And that heat dome not budging anytime soon. So we're expecting this heat wave through at least Wednesday. The second factor, the moisture. This is a look at the dew points. This measures the humidity. The higher the number, the more uncomfortable it is to be outside. Right now, dew points in the 70s to even low 80s. And when those dew point numbers are that high, it feels absolutely miserable to be outside. So that is why we have feel-like temperatures across the board, as Tony showed you earlier, well into the 100s. Claremont, that is likely a little error there, or likely due to the rain that moved through Lake County. We are looking at 108 right now in Bithlo, 106 in Orlando, and unfortunately, this heat sticking around. For more on how this heat is impacting folks, especially those who are working outside, let's send it over to First Warning meteorologist Eric Burris, who is now live in Chopper 2. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Cam. Yeah, so we're reporting live over Universal Studios right now, and I got to tell you, I mean, just watching the tourists down there, let's take you down, okay? Just watching the tourists down here, man, oh man, all of that concrete. So even if the air temperature is in the upper 90s, think about all that concrete radiating even more heat. It's the workers there, it's the folks that are walking around, but just a little further away, this is where you'd want to be, is trying to find a way to stay cool. This is going from one of the theme parks, Islands of Adventure, over to Volcano Bay. This place has been a madhouse. We were up here a little earlier in the day. It has gotten no quieter. There are hundreds of people in that big pool, riding down the slides, but this is one of those days where you've got to not only stay cool in the water, but you've also got to keep hydrated. Even if you're there, even if you're in the water, this would be a dangerous situation. Back out here live, I'll tell you, I was with the kids at one of the water parks around just a couple of days ago, and there were people being carted off on stretchers because of that heat. One thing, Tony and Cam had mentioned this, let's go back out to our live camera on Chopper 2. There's a shot only we can bring you. There are downpours on the other side of downtown. That at least can help to cool us down. We're going to be moving around Central Florida through the evening, bringing you live coverage, but for now, that's the very latest live in the tourist district at about 1,000 feet from Chopper 2. back to you.